What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is a very off-the-cuff video because we're getting very close to the registration date for the Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend. And I thought I would make this video and give you guys some advice if you're looking to run that event. This is going to be a video on my best tips for securing a spot to run it. This is registration tips. Now, this is not for Club Run Disney members. This is just for general registration. I've run 10 plus Disney events just as general registration, and I've never missed out on one by lack of getting in. So I think I have some pretty good advice that can help you get into this event. Before we get started with some of the tips, I'm sure a lot of you are here from last year. You know the kind of horror it was last year, spending 6+ hours in the queue, not getting in, just getting frustrated, things like that. 2024 is not going to be like that. The big reason is it's not an anniversary year. Last year this year we had the anniversary of the marathon and the Dopey Challenge. So typically with races, when they have those anniversary years, more people want to run them. So 2024 marathon weekend, we don't have that. So not to say that it's not going to be busy. It's going to be extremely busy, but just not as crazy as this past year. So let's start off with tip number one. Tip number one, have your RunDisney account signed in, logged in on the site. The RunDisney accounts are free for you to make. Make sure you have all that general information filled out, because if you do not and you try to register, you're going to have to make that account when you're trying to register for the race, and more people are going to take your spot, and you definitely risk not getting your spot for the race. So make that Disney account. Takes a couple of minutes. Just go on the website. Very, very simple, very, very easy. Number two is have multiple devices. Usually have a computer and your phone. Have multiple devices just gives you better opportunity to get into the website and get into the race for the queue line. That's a great tip. If you can get 3 devices, get 3 devices. Just have multiple ready to go for your race. Number 3, this is pretty obvious. Be on the site as soon as it goes live. Do not try to get on the site 5-10 minutes after registration opens. I think it's at 10 a.m. the registration opens. Be there at like 9:40, 9:45. Just be ready, prepared to go, and also set some time aside, because you're not going to get in right at 10 and be able to register and carry on with your day. Sometimes you have to wait 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Just if you're able to, just make sure to set some time aside. And the final tip I can give you, tip number 4, this is kind of a 2-part. Obviously, have your credit card handy. Be ready to enter those numbers in very, very quickly. And have a game plan going into what you want to run. What I've noticed over the years I've been doing this, I kind of set the categories in 3 different categories. So the hardest races to get into, in my opinion, and what I've seen sell out first, is the Dopey Challenge and 5K. Those are the hardest ones to get into. I've noticed over years and years, those ones seem to sell out very fast. The second one is typically the half marathon and the 10K. And then the last ones to sell out are the Goofy Challenge and the marathon. That's what I've noticed throughout all the years. So just keep that in mind. So like if you want to just run, for example, just the 5K, maybe try switching to the 10K. Maybe, challenge yourself a little bit. Do double the distance, because you're going to have a better chance of getting into that race rather than the 5K. And I know the Dopey Challenge is getting more and more popular every single year. That's what everyone wants to do. And for good reason. I'm going to try to attempt to run and get into the Dopey Challenge again as well. But that's the hardest event to get into. That's the one that sells out immediately. So definitely follow these tips if you want to get into that. But yeah, just have a game plan of what you want to do. Typically what I've done in the past, sometimes I've had 3 devices. I will do like one laptop, I'll have the Dopey Challenge. And then my other one, I'll be like, okay, if I can't run the Dopey Challenge, I still want to run the marathon, and I'll have the marathon on this queue. So if this one doesn't go, then I'll just run the marathon. So you have 2 different options. So if you were really set on running the 5K, but you would run the 10K, be like, okay, have one device for the 5K, one device for the 10K. But okay, whichever one opens up first, I'm going to do that one. There you guys have it. I just wanted to make this very, very quick video as we're getting closer and closer to the registration date. This is just my tips that I've seen, not a lot of people talk about, and not making a 20-minute video, just a quick 5-minute video or so talking about this. So help you guys out. So I wish you luck getting into Disney, and wish myself luck as well. Hopefully I can get in. Anyway, guys, have a great day, and I will see you on the next one.